Hey guys, I'm basketball enthusiast like this is the only lane, and we are back. I know we're not in our regular location. I am in the middle of traveling right now for work, so it is what it is. It's just what I got to deal with. Enjoy the painting behind me, I guess. Um, Obviously, we're gonna get to these. Before we get to that, do me a favor, like, and subscribe, leave a like, or you like what you see today. We're gonna get right into it. This is a performance review for the Sabrina ones. Uh, I know the lighting's a little off, but like there's not really much I can do. I don't have like something to improve the lighting. Everything just looks yellow in here. I mean, I'll try after to like edit it to look better, but it is what it is at this point. This is like a labor review that just needs to get out. So we'll get right into this, and we'll start off with the traction. I always want to start off with the traction. The traction on these was pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. There were times where, on like a really bad court, you're gonna have to do some wiping. But that's just like regular basketball, right? When you're playing regular basketball and you end up on a bad court, you do have to wipe, right? No matter how good the traction is, there are like very, very rare tractions where it's like, wow, this is one of the greatest tractions ever, that I don't have to wipe ever. Very rare, because on a bad court, usually it's dusty or there's something going on, and especially if it's dusty, you're picking up the dirt on your shoes, which is making your shoes slicker, right? So you're gonna have to wipe. Even if it's the greatest traction ever, you're gonna have to wipe that dirt off. And it was an instance like that. I don't think it's one of the greatest tractions ever. It is up there. I'm looking at my notes in case you guys were wondering why I'm looking at my phone. So moving on up, we can talk about cushioning now. In these sneakers, you have a full-length Nike React. And then you have a top-loaded Nike Zoom Air unit, I believe it was. Yes, a Zoom Air unit in the 4-foot. The cushioning actually was surprisingly good. The overall feel, just to like take a step back, the overall feel is kind of like, I would say like a Kobe or a Kyrie, in the fact that it's not like excessive cushioning. In that it is really low to the ground, so you feel very low to the ground, but you do have enough cushioning to get like the job done. This is not going to be it's not going to be a LeBron, but your feet are not going to hurt at these. It's super weird how they end up doing that. How they end up getting the shoe low to the ground, but your feet don't really hurt. Like, the cushioning is still doing a good job, and I only see that because, well, compared to the last review that I did, the GT Cut 2s, where like it's just like it didn't even feel like it was cushioning on there. The cushioning was very good in these. This performance review has been done for quite a long time. I actually casually walk around in these now, and it feels very good. It's like just a very good, comfortable sneaker to walk around in, to play ball in. I was actually performance testing another sneaker the other day, and somebody asked me about these, and it's like, I can't. It's just, I can't say enough about how much I enjoyed these. And we can move on up. Moving past that, we can move on up to the materials. The materials might have been the only negative spot on these, right? There is a little bit of a break-in time. You have it's like a textile material on here, textile upper, and it's like a textile upper with some mesh on it, and the breathability is tough. Just like overall, like there's no wear down on the breathability, but the materials were very stiff in the beginning, and there is a little bit of a breaking time. I will tell you right now, I believe I was at hour, let's see, 2, 5, 8, took me about 9 to 10 hours to finally feel like, okay, I'd say maybe about 5 to 7 hours to feel like, okay, these are really breaking in now. I really feel like they molded at the end of this, and I put 24 hours into the shoe. You guys, if you buy the shoe, you'll put way more than I did. I always feel like I should put 24 hours, and after you hit 24 hours, you'll get like a good idea of how this shoe performs. It has a very much molded to your feet type of feel, and that's why I walk around in them casually, right? When you think about something that you want to walk around in, I would say like an Ultra Boost. You definitely, after you wear them for a while, you feel like, okay, this is like a one-to-one feel with my foot, right? That's why people felt like the Ultra Boosts were so good. Besides the cushioning, like it just feels very comfortable. It reminds me of like a Crocs. I don't have my Crocs with me, that's why I think about it, but it reminds me of like Crocs. When you wear the Crocs long enough, I don't ever want to, now when I'm casual walking around, I barely want to wear anything that's not my Crocs. And not, even when I get new Crocs, I still want to wear my old ones because like the one-to-one feel is just something that you don't want to lose, and that's how I feel with these. And that was only after, well, like I said, the 5 to 7, it broke down, and then after a couple more hours, it was like that one-to-one feel. It's hard to want to wear anything else when you get that type of thing, right? I do performance test sneakers, so it's like I just kind of have to move on to the next one. But like if it was something that I want to come back to, this would be something that I'd be like, okay, I know I have reliability in this, in regards to traction and the comfort. I would definitely go back to it. And I know I'm jumping all over the place, but that was what it was for materials. Lockdown, it's the same way. So Lockdown, I always say, Lockdown combines a couple things, right? It combines the laces, it combines material, and all that like encompasses what the Lockdown is. And the Lockdown, this was very good, very good. When materials are stiff, you do feel like you are not usually getting the lockdown that you need. I've just come to notice that after performing some of these shoes. Like if the materials are stiff, you feel like, ah man, I'm not getting that right lockdown because they're stiff, right? So that means when you're tying the shoelaces, they're not tying as tight as you want. But once they do get that breakdown in, the lockdown is perfect on these, man. It's perfect. I'm not having any heel slippage, which is big for me on like low cut shoes like this. I usually get some type where I feel like my foot is gonna slip, but it doesn't slip, or it actually literally slips, and I didn't have any of that at all at any point, even before the materials broke down. So I'll think with Lockdown. And then I believe the price point on these was, how much, let's see. It doesn't say on this, hold on. Okay, so 130 is what I'm looking at right now. I'm sorry, that took a little bit of time to find because there's not many. I feel like they're ready to move on to the, no, that's not true. They are coming out. I believe a new colorway is coming out soon. So you can, the retail is 130, and they are, there's a couple colorways that are on sale for like 110 on the Nike app right now. So for like the price point that you're getting here, it's hard not for me to recommend these to you to go out and grab them. I have actually already filmed my sneaker of the year. I filmed it before I left, so you'll see a different environment after this one. So I'm gonna put this one as fast as possible and put that video out. I don't want to give away what the sneaker of the year is, but if you've seen my performance reviews, I didn't perform the test many, then you can kind of gauge what it's gonna be, right? Thank you guys for watching. Do me a favor to like, rate, and subscribe when you feel like you've seen before. This is the only land. This is Sabrina once, and I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one.